sure these two is the better tool for this job? Well, I need you to vote and help me out. No, actually, I don't need your opinion. Forget you. It's obviously going to be, actually, I guess I'll just flip this over to you, just like that. Yeah? Okay. Now, which side am I going to start on? You know what, I think I'll just put it around here. Yeah. I want to try not to damage the box itself either. Alright, so maybe I can actually use the scissors. Yes, that's what we're going to do. So actually, we can use both. So we use that to just get started, and then we can use the scissors to actually cut around it like this. Oh, let me see in the frame. Was there anything personal, or is it just like a letter or something? It's like, no, I don't even know. Alright, so okay, that's done. But like, I saw some text. I didn't know if there was like a name there, or if it was a personal letter or whatever, so... Come on. What was that? This is just a whole heap of tape on this. And two lids too? Whoa. Okay, anyway, so... hold on. Is there supposed to be a letter? Make sure you charge over... Oh, yes, it is. It's a letter to me personally telling me that I should charge overnight as the battery may be low after... Okay, yeah. So, alright, it was just a handwritten letter to me about the state of the battery. Wow, Rubbermaid, brand name. Okay. Why does this say S4? I hope I didn't get a Samsung Galaxy S4, because if I did, that would be a crying shame. No, it looks like a Note 4, because it should be a Note 4. And if it's not a Note 4, then I'm not going to be pleased. No, seriously, I'm not going to be pleased at all if it's not. Yes, it's a Note 4. Almost certain it has to be a Note 4. But is it a real Note 4? That's the question. Okay, so it has this purse. Yeah, so at this point, yeah, so do I just like do what I, oh, wait, how does this work though? Well, let's take these out of the frame. Put them aside. Oh wait, looks like it's two. Hold on. I just noticed that it's two. Yeah, so that's what those two. Okay. Makes sense. And actually, yeah, it makes sense. Just take these off of the desk. Do I have any use for this cord? Or this charging brick? Because I have anchors and stuff that change far better. I mean, it's nice as a replacement or whatever, or like as an emergency backup, I guess, but I don't personally have any need for it. I'll those off the desk. I'll get back to the video in a little bit. Alright, I'm back, so let's install the screen protector. Before I do an additional wiping. Wait, if I go like that, is it like... Is that a hairline scratch? I don't know. Okay, let's just install one of these. I think at the time when I placed an order for screen protectors for this device, I believe I ordered 6 of them, and I'm glad that I did, because it seems that I knew that I'd be requiring more than just one. So, it's a good thing I did that. Now, it's been a long time since I've actually installed screens on camera. Of course, I've installed screens many times before, obviously off camera. I think back in the day, I used to actually install screens on camera a bit more often, but for some reason, wait. Peel off this label for application. Okay. So now here, I think I should have actually lined it first before doing that. I didn't do that. Okay, let me find a cleaner microfiber cloth so I can stop blowing at it. Okay, so shake this one off. 15%. Well, what's going on with this phone? Are you kidding me? So am I not gonna actually get to finish my video? I don't know what's been going on with this Razer phone lately, but it seems like it kind of hasn't been holding its battery so nicely. Anyways, yeah, so before I was interrupted by that, I was going to install this. It looks like it's collected a fair bit of dust, but it should hopefully be alright. Did I line that up good? Yeah, I think it looks alright. Okay, so now I can just peel this off. No. What's it doing? You know, guys, I don't know what it's doing. Oh, there we go. Alright. Is that white thing seriously underneath my screen? If that's the case, that does not look good. Wow. Might actually have to peel it just to specifically get that out. Alright, I just want to get that particular white thing off. Oh wait, did I just create more of them? Okay, I think by doing that I'm just creating more contaminants. Alright, so it's gone. Anyways, I'll work out the bubbles off camera because this thing seems like it's gonna die soon, so it boots up, that's good. I don't know how much battery I have left in this Razer phone, but it's obviously not a lot, so good to see it booted up right off the bat. I don't know if there's a demo account inside of this. I bought this secondhand on Kijiji. I should tell you the story at this point. So the reason why I got this phone is because, remember that phone I did earlier in the month where I thought I was having luck with it? It turns out that the device in the beginning was just full of bugs. Because when I did resurrect it, shortly after I dropped it, and the gyroscope for some reason, it looks like it just stopped working. So that means that when I tried to rotate the phone, it wouldn't rotate for the life of it, and that's very problematic when you're trying to use the camera or maps and applications like that. So then I decided to, I don't know, like I think I tried to look into how to fix it or whatever. Most websites said to use an application or whatever, or maybe bring it to a repair shop. The repair shop is something that I seriously should have done, but instead I just idiotically resorted to dropping it. And while that did fix the gyroscope, it then broke the navigation button. Well, the navigation button, it was still intact, but it wouldn't navigate. So I had to use an application like the on-screen buttons. And as you know, this device obviously doesn't have on-screen buttons, so that made it kind of annoying and it took up some screen estate. I was really determined to get it fixed. So what I did was that I attempted to lift the screen to realign the navigation button flaps. But then when I did that, I faced yet another problem. The touchscreen itself decided to stop working. So when I booted up this device, it just showed black. So it was just problem after problem after problem after problem. It's like when I fix one thing, immediately another thing would come up. So I'm like, you know what? I decided to just rip out the screen. And yeah, as you can see, it's transparent now because I just ripped it off. Because I was like, you know what? I can't be bothered. Although honestly, from the beginning, I truthfully should have just brought it into the shop. Because most of these places, they did free diagnosis anyways. So they wouldn't have charged me until they figured out if it was really the gyroscope or not. And even then, it probably would have just been a simple tweak. So, I don't know. But even then, I don't think that a simple dropping should have made it act so faulty in the first place. I'm hearing that people would drop their notes or whatever. And I don't think it acted quite like that. So I think this unit was just problematic from day one. So yeah, now when I remove the screen, you can see the front assembly. Let me bring in a light so we can see even better. Yes. Now if I really wanted to, I could probably just buy a new touchscreen, but I decided against it. Because I called two shops. The first shop wanted $200. I'm like, no, that's way too damn high. The second shop wanted $135, which wasn't too bad, but for a 7-year-old device, that's still kind of high. And furthermore, when you consider that I bought this one for $89, yeah, you can do the math. $89 versus $135 versus $200. Clearly, that is a huge saving right there now. If I had my phone nearby, where's my BlackBerry? Where are you, BlackBerry? Okay, never mind. I don't know where he is, so Yes, if I did, but obviously you can just pull out a calculator yourselves and do the math. That would be huge savings, especially if I had gone with the $200 option. Oh my gosh, that would have just been dumb. But even with the $135 option, actually, I think if I'm doing the math roughly in my head, if you add 11 to 35, that's 46. So yeah, that's $46 in savings. And then for the other option, where it was $200, yeah, that's over $100 worth of savings. So the $100 can do quite a bit with that. Anyways, let's open this up. Does it have the right time? No, it doesn't look like it does. Yeah, so I'm going to set this to that. Get rid of auto. No. Yeah, get rid of auto. I'm going to quickly look through messages. No, nothing there. So yes, it's being speedy and good. And it doesn't look like... Okay. Wait, what's this? Okay, that's a little suspect. Whoa. Hold on, I saw a bunch of applications. Yeah, so as I was saying, I saw a bunch of applications and it made me suspicious. It's like, did I open those or did they open some of those? Okay, briefing, there's email, there's PL remote, there's a camera, or there was a calculator. Oh, yes, just as I was speaking of the calculator. Play Store photos. Whoa. What's all these applications? All right, so the calculator, yes. So let's sit down and do some math. Does the calculator? Oh, yes, it rotates. Good. Now, am I in frame? All right, it looks like I'm in frame, but it looks kind of like it's going to be rippling. Yeah, you can kind of see some lines going like very slowly. That's the way it is. So anyways, 200 subtracted by 89. Yeah, so that's $111 I saved from that option. And then for the $135 option, yeah, 46. So for $89, I got this secondhand Note that I can use. Now, I haven't tested all of its functions or whatever. I think I'll just do the sensor test off camera. I did it for this device when its time was around, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe if I get a good cash flow or whatever, perhaps I could consider resurrecting this one, or maybe just using this one as a test bed. Yeah, I think that's what I do. I think I just designate this one as a test bed because this phone, just deep within, it's just problematic. Because if even with the new motherboard, it was just still behaving weird. Well, no, actually, no. With the new motherboard, it was actually behaving fine. It was only after it fell when it went downhill. Like, literally downhill, where it was just problem after problem. I'm not sure if this one's going to be like that, but if there's anything I learned from this one, is that I don't think I'm going to use the Note 4 without a case. It seems that the Note 4 is just a fragile phone in general. First, it was the eMMC error, and I don't remember the other issues from the top of my head, but that's the most notable one I can think of. So, long story short, I really advise to not use this phone. Actually, you shouldn't be using any phone without a case for that matter, but there's just some phones that seem to be extra delicate on the hardware side. And it's quite a shame because this phone has so much going for it. You have capacitive buttons. Now, some people would consider that an abomination, but you know what? It doesn't eat into the screen of state, and it doesn't make the phone have to use a notch. Actually, no, there's no such thing as the need for a notch. A notch, honestly, is an unnecessary thing that exists, because when you think about it, you can either A, just not have a selfie camera at all, or B, just have a razor stem bezel. Like, there's no need for this all-screen look. Like, what does it actually do? Like, why do phones need to just have all screens? Or, if you really need an all-screen design, then I would say just 5mm of bezels is really not going to hurt. But of course, many people will disagree. They want this all-screen look for whatever reason. But, you know, honestly, I think it's just marketing brainwashing when you think about it. It's like, before, people didn't have a huge problem with bezels. But all of a sudden now, it's like as soon as it seems like Apple came out with the notch and whatever, people just felt that the notch is futuristic and that it's good and whatever, when it's not. But of course, it seems like many people don't mind, and at this point, it's just rant to some about the loss of so many beloved features like sensors, the headphone jack. Yes, the beloved headphone jack, the removable battery. A micro SD card slot. No, is that a micro SD card slot? No, I think that's actually, yeah, it was up here. This is the SIM card. And it even says so right here, SIM, micro SD. Samsung, go back to being Samsung and get out of bed with Apple. They're making you do all sorts of weird things. So, rather than remaining in bed, committing weird sexual acts with Apple, be yourself and go back to what you used to be. Functional, not a cookie cutter of Apple. And now, this video has been long. It seems like every Note 4 video that I do, it kind of turns into some rant, or at least when I'm doing an unboxing one. Because it's just like, I just can't help but just point out the good features that they had, and then look at the modern phones and just be like, ah! What have you done? I bet that scared you, didn't it?